So, you've probably already looked at my photos about all the cool things that I did while I was in COSI in Columbus. There's actually a whole bunch more that you didn't get to see yet because it's all videos. So, I wanted to show you a couple of the cool videos that I took. They're, whatever, they're videos, but I enjoyed them. So, the first video that I'm going to show you is a video of a spinning hand. Basically, this is a thing where you get to take this hand and shape it to however you want, and you have all these different hands. Then you spin it around and it looks like an animation. So that's pretty cool. Let's take a look. The next video that I want you to take a look at is this thing where we were playing with water tension at COSI. It was really cool. You saw the picture. We just had this kind of dome of water, and then I just kind of was playing with my hand around it. It was really fun. Take a look. Oh, look at that! Sarah, look at that.
I am.
Spiral. I love the next section because they actually have this really cool city called Progress City where you get to see the old city back in early 1900s, and then again in 1950s or 60s or something like that. It's just totally cool. You get to see the same buildings and how they evolved, and it's really neat, totally hands-on. Some of the pictures we took were absolutely amazing. The part that I wanted to show you here was that we actually got to go into a 1960s news studio, record a video of ourselves pretending to be news anchors. So take a look at Sarah and I pretending to be news anchors.
9, 8, 7, on the air in 5, 4, cut the live network feed, and go!
We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. We go now to your local news anchor at WNWS here in progress.
Anchor read.
Welcome. This is your news at 7. Stuff happened and will take place today on the plaza. This flight will propel the United States past the Soviets on the space race.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth.
Fascinating news, President. Colonel Marshall has spent the last 6 months in rigorous training and is reported to be ready to go to launch. WNW News will continue to bring you updates on Colonel Marshall's flight as they become available from NASA.
This concludes our WNWS news report. We now return you to your regularly scheduled program, already in progress.
That's it, everybody. Thanks a lot. 9, 8, 7, on the air in 5, 4, cut the live network feed, and go!
We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. We go now to your local news anchor at WNWS here in progress.
Anchor read.
Today in Washington, D.C., President Kennedy decried Soviet leader Nikita Khrushchev's bold plan to install Russian missile bases in Cuba, only 100 miles from American soil. The United States policy has been one of patience and restraint. However, the military is on heightened alert at the American base in Guantanamo Bay, following Kennedy's announcement to deploy a naval blockade. It remains to be seen whether the blockade President Kennedy has ordered on all Russian ships entering Cuban waters will be effective in holding off a nuclear war. WNWS News will keep you updated on the latest developments in this unfolding drama as they become available. Thank you.
This concludes our WNWS news report. We now return you to your regularly scheduled program, already in progress.
That's it, everybody. Thanks a lot.
So after that, we went outdoors and took a look at some of the stuff out there. They had the classic crane pulling or a lever experiment, lifting a car. Only there was this little kid there, and I was so worried. Take a look. Now I have to listen.
Mm-hmm.
because I totally thought she was gonna like fly in the air and then fall and hurt herself and I'd be in trouble, but I thought, you know, kids have fun, I guess, I don't know. But she had a good time, I guess. She looked happy. The next video was also outside, and it's those cool little distance sound collectors and extractor thingies. And it was really neat because at the first part of the video, you'll hear me whispering, and it sounds really far away. But you know, maybe like I'm whispering right next to the video, but then the camera will turn, and you'll actually see that I'm actually really far away, and I'm whispering into this thing. It's kind of cool. Check it out.
Hello, I'm talking extremely quietly. I'm just whispering, just a tiny little bit. Bringing it all the way across the lyric. Yeah, all the way over here. Very gently
The next thing is a cool 4-cylinder engine that a few kids got to play with. I thought it was a really neat way of showing how engines work.
Push me in. They need to, I think they need to move the bench slow.
To more childlike.
Yeah. Push, Trey, push.
You're not all in.
You're all in. Scoot closer. Do it right here. Yeah.
I guess the lights aren't timing correctly. That could be too. Yeah, that affects the lights. Sensitively.
Our timing goes off.
Yeah, there you go.
If I remember correctly from my last trip to the mechanic, that something was $780. Okay, guys. So here's the thing. This is a giant engine.
Then we have a section where you could put all these different tubes and stuff on the wall, and then watch a ball go through it, kind of like a Rube Goldberg machine. Then you launch balls over to it, and it just does its whole thing. This little kid was messing with it while we were doing it, but I got some video of it. Our last video is this cool thing showing sound waves with like little tiny beads or something. It's really neat because as the frequency changes, you can actually see the amplitude and frequency of the waves actually changing inside the medium. Take a look. You could buy that much liquid nitrogen for like, I think, less than 20 bucks. And that's my video elements of my trip to COSI back in Columbus. I'm probably not going to visit too often, but I really hope to go back because COSI is so cool. Alright, enough talking. Go enjoy your day.